It's time!
Oh yeah, it's time for Miss Lou Champion Sports Talk with me, Ronnie Calhoun, and the legend, Joey Martin. It's entertaining, informative, and sometimes a little crazy.
These two guys when I had hair.
For me, it was just all about being coachable, being approachable, being a good team guy, and being what I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be.
Where they getting the hair from?
I think they took it from his lower back.
Okay.
And they moved it to the top. Hey guys, before we get started, we want to tell you about our champion partners, including our Hall of Fame partners, Greg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Cyber Technologies, Kenny Chesney's Blue Chair Bay Rum, J&J Flooring and Natural Stone, Concordia Bank and Trust, and Go Mart. So go visit all of our champion partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you. Enjoy the show. Hey guys, welcome to another week of Champion Sports Talk. Ronnie Calhoun here with my man Joey Martin. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. Always good to be here.
And man, it's football time. I'm ready to get after it. As always, before we get started, we're driven by Sango GMC, our buddy Mark and his champion team over at Sango in Winsboro. You make the drive, they'll make the deal. We're also brought to you by Greg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, J&J Flooring, Concordia Bank, Go Mart, Natchez Power Sports, Sabrina Dore Agency, Miss Lou Family Dentistry, and all of the awesome partners that you'll see popping up throughout the show, and that will be tagged later, including Concordia Sentinel. Thank you to all of our veterans and military men and women serving all over the world, as always. Today, we've got a champion show for you. We've got Natchez High head coach Steve Davis, and along with players Eric Hutchins and Kyron Johnson. Our time might be a little bit messed up this morning because we kind of got some stuff in flux, but they'll be here. And then Delta Charter head coach Blake Wheeler with players Jeremiah Nelson and Chase Evans. They'll be here also. But before we get those guys on, let's dive into some local sports. I know we got some good stuff to talk about this week.
Got softball going on big time. We'll start with ACCS. Lady Rebels are 9-8. Brian Massey doing a great job over there at AC. Of course, they had the big shutout win over Cathedral 6-0 last week. And Brian thinks that Cathedral won like 7 games in a row against AC before that. Madison Green had the shutout, and just a great game for them as well. Kamara Scape, I know I'm killing that name, and Sophia Carter had 2 hits each for AC, and Molly Shirley 2 hits for Cathedral. So a good year so far for the Lady Rebels. I asked Brian the difference this year, and he said 100% hitting. We are scoring a lot of runs, and it's just a different approach to the plate the girls have, and he's they got some tough games coming up. Jackson Academy today, Brookhaven tournament next weekend. But good job for the Lady Rebels.
Yeah.
Cathedral, huge win Tuesday, packed the park. Hannah Hargan connected on a walk-off grand slam.
I saw that. Hannah's been viral on social media.
And the hammer, right?
Yeah, the hammer. I like that.
They'd actually, Craig told me.
Her mom must have taught her how to hit.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, but they had fallen.
If Josh is watching this, I'll know.
Oh, he'll let you know. But they had fallen behind by 3 runs the previous inning and lost to Jackson Prep by 1 run on Monday. So This was just a huge win for them. Anna Arthur also had a home run, and Cathedral's 10-4-1 defeated Copiah last night, and just a great win for them. And so pretty soon we'll be getting both coaches on, and it'll be close to playoff time, and we can kind of dig deep into that. Only other thing I got is I was certainly thrilled to hear that Natchez High named its track after Henry Doc Woods. And, man, it's about time. If anybody ever deserved anything being named after him, it was Doc Woods. They started at North Natchez, building a power there, sending a bunch of kids to college, and then took over at Natchez High and just kept it going. And I told this story before, but I always loved walking up. Track meet had just started, and he looked at me, "We be running." He was just really into it. Never know anybody as so much into just, their sport and what they were doing. But a great guy, well-deserved honor.
Yeah, man. Do you have a list of the football games coming up this week?
I do.
Or are we going to save that to the end?
I was going to save it to the end.
Okay. Yeah. That'll work.
Hopefully, weather permitting,
I'll tell you what, since we're buying them in it now, do you want to go ahead and let's go ahead and talk about those real quick?
Okay.
Let's go ahead and talk about what's coming up on the field this Friday night.
Sure. Well, we got the Vidalia Jamboree at 7:00, and Blake Wheeler can talk about that. Delta Charter's taking on Block at 7. It's going to be 2 12-minute halves, and then Vidalia will take on Rayville. And man, a little jamboree. There's going to be more to jamboree. There's a lot of smack talk just over this jamboree. Faraday is going to Franklin Parish, and boy, I'd love to see that. That's going to be some kind of game. It's junior high, junior varsity, and then varsity, and that's at 7:00 in Winsboro. And of course, we'll have Steve Davis talking about their opener against Vicksburg tomorrow night at Tom Williams Stadium. So want to get into that. Cathedral is going to St. Andrews after they won their opener, and ACCS is going to Columbia to try to go to 2-0 as well.
Yeah. Real quick, let's talk about the Faraday Franklin Parish game.
Yeah.
Franklin Parish apparently they've got I know they've got that one stud, and apparently
they've got
they're going to be
four studs.
So what kind of chance is Faraday going to be strong? Like
Faraday's strong. It's going to be up to the O-line to protect us. Jace Harris, the sophomore quarterback, who looks like he's going to really come into stride this year and be a big force for them as well. Franklin Parish has their quarterback, Des Ellis, and he's going to be a cornerback at LSU. They've got Tavion Bell, Chris Addison, but just a bunch of players moving on to the next level. So this is going to be a good test for Faraday.
Yeah, so the coaches, I'm sure, they're looking at this as kind of a gauge on where they're at.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's it's not going to make or break their season, but it's a great early game to prepare them.
Sure.
To see how to approach the rest of the year.
Yes, sir.
Also, AC and Cathedral played last week. What was your takeaway from those games?
Oh, man, very impressive. AC's, I told David King, I said, man, you went back to Bobby Marks style there, just running the football, but his line, they wore down Bowling Green. And they great job. They had 3 backs rushing big yardage. So that's going to be their way to go this year. And it certainly worked out the first game. Cathedral fell behind early, but they didn't panic. They came back and just grinded it out, and that's a great win for them. First season opening win for Josh Lloyd, and first time they had a home game to open with, so a lot of excitement there.
Yeah, Josh deserves that, man. He's doing some good stuff over there at Cathedral.
Yes.
I'm happy for him, and it looked like they laid it on him pretty good, too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they got going in that third quarter and just didn't stop. And he said we played well in the first half, but we just got down to the red zone and couldn't get any points out of it.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, well, let's. What we're going to do today is if you look at our flyer, we had Natchez High first and then Delta Charter at 9:30. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get Delta Charter on here in just a second, our next segment, and then we'll do Natchez High after that.
Sounds
good. But so we'll be right back. Appreciate the local sports, man. Sure. I know people appreciate that. One of the things that I hear from coaches and players and former players and stuff all the time is how they appreciate what you've been doing for so many years, covering the local sports. Sometimes I think the players don't appreciate it until they get out and they look back and they see their name in the paper and all that. Yeah. But it's a great thing that you're doing, and we appreciate
Thank you, buddy.
You coming on and sharing it with us. And we will be right back to talk a little Delta Charter football. Hey guys, Ronnie Calhoun here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight, and I want to tell you about our awesome partners, Wardo's Po' Boys. Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez. where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey y'all, it's Ronnie and Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we want to tell you about our awesome partner, J.E. Hicks Distributing Company, also known as Hicks Chicks.
Hicks Chicks is a local, family-owned food distribution company that has been serving the Miss Lou since 1945. You already know they serve all of your favorite restaurants, but did you know that they are also open to the public?
Hicks Chicks has a variety of food products, including delicious heat and eat options like chicken and dumplings, white bean chicken chili, lasagna, and gumbo. They also carry a wide variety of seafood options like shrimp, crabs, tuna steaks, salmon, and catfish.
And don't forget about their delicious burgers that are already pattied up for you and their amazing dessert options.
So stop by today at 1380 Martin Luther King Jr. Road in Natchez. Hicks Chicks.
Way more than just chicken.
We want to tell you about our champion partners, including our Hall of Fame partners, Greg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Syra Technologies, Kenny Chesney's Blue Chair Bay Rum, J&J Flooring and Natural Stone, Concordia Bank and Trust, and Go Mart. So go visit all of our champion partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you. All right, guys, we are back. We are back with Delta Charter head football coach, Mr. Blake Wheeler. And we've got Jeremiah Nelson and Chase Evans in the studio with us today, too. Appreciate you guys joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
It's football, huh?
Yes, sir.
We're ready. I told Coach Wheeler whenever he walked in, I said, it's football season. Coach, he said, it's football. I said, it's football season. And he said, it's been football season for us. So anyway, we appreciate you guys coming in. We got you for about 15, 20 minutes this morning. Joey, you want to go ahead and get us started?
Sure. First of all, I got to mention, went out to Delta Charter practice this summer, and I couldn't find Blake. He was behind the lineman. This guy lost 40 pounds. So
yeah,
I think I found
looking good. That's right. That's right.
I'm trying to keep it off. That's the hard part.
That's hard. Right. Well, Blake, we'll start out. Of course, you got the Jamboree tomorrow. A week to go before the season opener. At this point, do you worry about if you've covered everything or overthinking things? What's your biggest concern as you get closer?
Yeah, I think as a coach, you always got to try to find that balance, of putting in too much, putting in too little, whether you practice this enough or not enough. But that's the good thing about having a scrimmage and a jamboree is you got time to kind of reevaluate things and just kind of see where you're at as a team.
Yeah, and your scrimmage last week against Beekman was kind of like, hey, good and bad,
right?
Which is what you expected, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the main thing I saw was a lot of effort out of our team, our players. And that's what I told them. I said, control the things you can control, your attitude, your effort. I was very proud of them on that front, and we got some good film off of it and was able to, make some corrections on some things. But if the effort's there, we can fix everything else.
There you go.
So are you guys seniors?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do you take that leadership role this year? Because I think, Coach, you were saying you got a pretty young team, right?
Yeah, overall a pretty young team, but we got a pretty good group of veterans too.
Yeah. So how do you how do you see your leadership roles? I'll give each of you an opportunity to answer.
Well, I go out and play defense. I don't talk much. I'm more of a quiet person. He's the captain over here. He's the talker. I try to.
He's got hit folks.
Yeah, I kind of stay back and step up when I need to.
Well, what position do you play?
I'm outside linebacker.
Okay. So you get to just run and hit people.
Yes.
That's good. That's probably the best position. I like that. What about you, man? How do you see what position do you play real quick first?
I play free safety and wide receivers. Yes.
Okay, great. And then how do you see your leadership role?
He said I talk a lot, but I get us hyped before the game, scream and all that. We got a little quiet team, but
yeah,
we're pretty good. Yes, man.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
And freshman quarterback, I mean, you've had to kind of guide him and mentor to him, I imagine.
Yes, sir.
How is it working with the chemistry with y'all?
I mean, pretty combined. You know, we're pretty good. He's still learning. He's gonna make a couple mistakes here and there,
Right.
but I can trust him. I trust him a lot.
There you
know.
go. Awesome. Well, talk about the season. What your expectations are. Go ahead, Jeremiah. What you?
I want to go to state championship, man. I've been waiting forever. It's 4 years in. I'm ready to. I've been working, man. I've been working all summer. I'm in the gym. I run, pull the sled. I do what I need to do. I've been doing my work. Trying to help the team as much as you can. I want to go.
And I imagine the big goal is to win that playoff game because you haven't had that.
Yeah, sir.
So
that's on the list for sure.
Absolutely.
Get the district title back too.
There you go. How about you, Chase?
Same thing he said. I want an undefeated season too. You know what I mean? Go to state championship, win it, get past that first round.
One of the things that whenever I think Delta Charter, since we started doing this about 3 years ago, and you've been nice enough to come on and talk to us every year, Coach. One of the things that I think about when I think Delta Charter football is the word grit.
Mhm.
You guys played both Vidalia and Faraday last year, which I thought was great to keep all that in Concordia Parish.
Mhm.
And man, not only did you show up and like you just really exceeded what my expectations, to be honest. I didn't know because you got a small group and in numbers.
Mhm.
But that grit, how do you guys keep that grit and that just that nastiness?
I think it all starts in the weight room, you know, building that chemistry and that discipline. You know, these guys, they attack the weight room and the practice field the way that they attack on Friday night, you know, and consistency is the key, you know, just staying consistent and, you know, leadership. That's a big part of it. These guys demanding a lot out of their teammates. And, yeah, I think that, you know, our freshmen are coming into their own, you know, and they will continue to do that as the season progresses. And that's because these guys push them. You know, they push them to be great. You know, they have high expectations for them.
Yeah, there's certainly something certainly something in the culture because it's year after year after year. What do you guys feel that like is that coming from coach or what? That nastiness, that grittiness.
That's definitely coach. Man. Coach, he's working. He wants that district title back. And he wants everything we want. He's pushing us for sure. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I got to ask, I'll start with you, Chase. Last year, the General Trask game, 4 overtimes, 84-82, highest scoring game ever,
Mhm.
Louisiana high school football. What was it like being part of that game?
Man, we could have did some things better, you know.
What was it like? Man, how did we stop these guys?
I feel like it was that way on both sides.
Yeah.
We could have did some things better, but at least we came out with the win, you know.
Do you look back at that and go, man, how in the world did we? Did we just experience here?
Yeah, so I was like, dang, 82, 84. golly.
Hey, I was saying the same thing, but I was looking for a cot to lay down on. How about you, Jeremiah?
I was wore out that game. I was going back and forth like they were so aggravating too. I would get mad and then just not making the stops and just back and forth scoring. It was so aggravating. And then being on defense and it's on you to try to make that stop. It's really frustrating.
You know, those linemen are over there going, come on, man, don't score again. Don't send me back out there, Coach. Oh, man. Coach, what type of team can the fans expect this year when they come out under the Friday night lights?
I think a disciplined, hard-nosed football team on both sides of the ball. I think that we got a lot of speed on defense this year, so I'm looking forward to that. Offensively, like I said, we're young in some key positions, but we've got some good-sized linemen. So we're going to play DC football, just run the football and occasionally sneak in a pass. You know, we're not as wide open as some teams, but you know, I think that the fans are going to be excited from what they see on the field out of these guys.
And just building for the future. I mean, my goodness, you got to be excited about that. And,
Yeah.
and got a lot of kids out at junior high.
Yeah, I think we had 37 kids for junior high come out. You know, so that's that's great. These guys are continuing the tradition, you know, and like I said, we keep our expectations high, you know, and we want people to we want the kids to come up wanting to play DC football, you know. So these guys inspire that, you know, that confidence and whatnot that it takes. So we're excited about our young group.
Absolutely. So talk about just not only your expectations, but what it's like to be a senior and to be a leader. And does it mean more? I mean, I know it meant a lot to you, but is there an extra meaning there being a senior?
I mean, I feel as if I gotta leave everything on the field every time I play.
Yeah.
You know,
Seen that.
100% every play, no matter what. You know.
How about you, Jeremiah?
More of, I don't want to be like, I don't know, just be a, look at that senior, he's stuck, you know, so I gotta show out. Leave a name for myself in the school.
There you go.
Do either one of you guys have any aspirations to play ball after, or do you?
I do. I'd like to play college after, but I mean, if the opportunity doesn't present itself, I mean, it doesn't. So I'm not gonna stress about it.
Yes, me also.
Yeah.
And you have a favorite player you like to watch, college or NFL?
Yes, sir. I like Luke Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly.
He's a beast, son.
Well, I like Tyrann Mathieu.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably my favorite player of all time. Right there.
Right.
When he retired the other day, the first thing I could think of is, LSU, come on over and start coaching us.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, as a Saints fan, man, I hated Kuechly for a while. I was like, man, this guy's everywhere.
Man, he was tough.
There are two of them out there.
Right. So
Yeah. What are you guys looking back over these past 3 years going into your senior year? What is a memory that stands out to you that's happened as a DC player so far?
Freshman year, it's always Coach Collins. I always remember Coach Collins having put me in the first time against Tennessee. This is my memory. I finally got in for the first time against Tennessee. I was real little, and they punted, and my friend Adam was over there, and he was yelling at Peter, and he acted like he was about to just catch the ball and take off. It was pretty fun.
That's your favorite memory so
Yeah,
far?
that's my favorite memory.
Yeah.
It was definitely probably that General Trash game. You know, looking back at it, made a bunch of mistakes, but it was a pretty fun game. And another thing I probably remember at practice, we were doing like this goal line drill, offense versus scout D. I was at sector, and it was this big guy named Tavares Singleton. Came through that hole, dislocated my finger. Never got it fixed.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a memory.
Yeah.
You remember it every day, don't you?
So I look at it every day.
Well, you had mentioned and let people know that next week LaSalle is going to be a Thursday night game.
it is Thursday night game.
How does that change your planning for the week?
Just moves everything up a day. We got to really pay attention to detail and make sure we're on top of our game because, any slight changes could throw you off, so we try to keep everything as normal as possible throughout the course of the week. We also got a holiday on Monday, and our school's out of school on Tuesday as well. So it's some added pressure, but, we got a plan, so we're going to move forward and execute it.
I know a lot of coaches like Thursday and then they go out Friday and scout.
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. It gives you a chance to get a leg up, so we'll be traveling wherever Vade is on Friday to watch those guys play.
Be a Fairdy.
Yeah, and so what? Right across the road.
There you go.
Right across the road. So we'll go check that out. So we'll see our next two opponents.
There you
So
go. There you go.
Is that that second game, 2 and 3? For
Vade and then Faraday.
Oh,
So
man.
so it gives early look at those guys. So yeah, I don't mind a Thursday game.
Okay.
Every now and again.
You're right.
Coach, part of me hates to ask this question because I know you don't want to leave anybody out, but then the other part of me likes to ask this question because you can't bring everybody, and there's so many guys who make up the team. But who are some guys who are really stepping up and becoming leaders and all of that for you?
Hakeem Johnson has been a guy that's been real consistent. Really think he's going to bring a lot to the table this year. Adam Kemp, like Jeremiah mentioned, he's been working hard. Tristan Burns is a kid that came to us this past year, and he's been a real aggressive player in practice, showing a lot of effort. Trying trying to think. I know I'm leaving people out.
That's why I hate to ask, because there's so many, yeah.
Jeffrey Cook.
Yeah, Jeffrey Cook.
Big Jeff.
Yeah,
Big Jeff.
yeah. Harlan Gilmore. You know, it's a good senior group. We're really solid with the senior group. Like I said, it doesn't always have to be numbers as far as your senior group. More quality than quantity.
Yeah.
So I think we got a quality group of veterans and senior players.
Yeah, how are your guys in the classroom? They take care of their business in the class
They're
too?
better. Yeah, we have our grade checks every week, and they know what happens if you don't make the right grades. They have something we call rolls. They roll up and down the field. And you know, our team does a really good job of keeping their GPA up and staying on top of their grades.
Yeah.
So especially these two guys, they do a great job.
And with so many freshmen in key places, I mean, how do you do that? Like, I mean, how do you certainly don't want them to lose their confidence, or do you have to just kind of groove them along?
Well, I think you coach them hard just the way you coach anybody else. You know, have those high expectations out of them. And I found most years, you know, if you have those high expectations, the kids are going to try their best to meet those expectations. You know, so I don't treat them any different than a senior. You know, I coach them hard. If they make a mistake, we correct that mistake, and I tell them learn from it and move forward. So these freshmen have got a lot of hard coaching, but they've responded well to it. So I'm pleased with that.
Joey, we've got time for a couple more. I'll take one and I'll let you close us out. But piggybacking on that real quick, I think Chase said a while ago a really good response. He's talking about the freshman quarterback. He says he's going to make some mistakes, but we just keep rolling.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the thing, because when you're a freshman and you make that mistake, you're going to beat yourself up. So it's going to be up to those leaders to be like, man, shake it up. Don't worry about it. Let's keep rolling. So that's a great point. That was a leadership statement. Coach, I guess my final question is, I was bringing up the Faraday-Vidalia game last year. I love that. I love that you guys are playing. Everybody's playing each other. What do you like most about those games?
I think the build up to the games, because, you know, it's community wide now. Cece and I talked, you know, years ago about getting that done. You know, I had no idea why the teams weren't playing each other. You know, I'm from Franklin Parish. I didn't know, you know, all the stuff going on, you know, but I told him, I was like, why are we not playing Vidalia and Faraday? I was like, that should be a yearly thing. You know, it's good for the community, good for the schools. You know, so the build up of that week, and the kids, they get extra excited about, you know, because they know each other. All the kids know each other, you know, so it's a big smack talking deal, you know, and all that. But, you know, whenever you get between the white lines, it's football. So you just get out there and enjoy the time and try to come out on top.
I want to give you guys a chance to answer that question too. What do you like about those games?
I like that it gets to show who runs the area right there, and it shows who on Faraday, who owns the day, you know. So let's just show out, show that we own.
That's it. Okay.
I like the intensity. You know, when we beat Vidalia last year, you know, we opened a bunch of eyes. A lot of people thought we were gonna lose to them. You know, Faraday was a great game. Going into the fourth quarter, everybody thought, oh, Faraday gonna beat them 50-0, 50-0, 60-0. We went to the fourth quarter. It was a one-score game. It's a pretty good game.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you guys definitely show what you were made of in both games.
Yes.
Joe, you want to get us out of here?
Yeah. I got to mention too, you got Logansport on the schedule this year. That's going to be a fun game.
Yeah. You know, I scheduled them with the playoffs in mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going to see tough opponents in the playoffs. You know, so if you can get an opponent the caliber of Logansport on the schedule, you know, especially when they come to you, you know, that's a litmus test. You know, that's going to show us, you know, those first 4 or 5 games are really going to show us, you know, where we're at as a squad, you know. And Logansport always has a fine program. You know, they're in the semifinals or state championship just about every year. And so, you know, I wouldn't have scheduled the game if I didn't think these guys could, you know, get out there and take care of business. So we're looking forward to that challenge.
So what are you looking to get out of the Jamboree tomorrow playing live?
Just trying to get better a little bit at a time. We're trying to, finalize positions and whatnot. We've got a couple guys that we're still kind of moving around, a couple question marks here and there, but we're looking to get that answered tomorrow night. And, just keep moving forward a little bit better each week. And I'm looking to see execution out of our guys.
Good stuff.
Well, guys, we are up against it on time, but we appreciate your time this morning. And looking forward to following y'all this year, and it's going to be a great season. I know we'll enjoy it, man.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to everybody.
Thanks for having us.
All right. We'll be right back with Natchez High football. Guys, Ronnie and Shannon here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we're here at our amazing partners, Gregg Veterinary Hospital.
Gregg Veterinary Hospital has been providing comprehensive, reliable, cutting-edge veterinary services to pets in the Miss Lou since 2002.
They welcome pets of all shapes and sizes who are in need of emergency treatment or who require routine medical, surgical, and dental care.
Dr. Gregg and his team offer a long list of services, including in-house laboratory diagnostics, digital x-ray, soft tissue, orthopedic surgery, dental care, extractions, laser surgery, laser therapy, preventative health, and wellness plans.
And if you need grooming and boarding services, they do that too.
So call Gregg Vet today.
Hi, it's Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight. If you like what we're doing, be sure to follow, like, share, and even comment on all our content. Also, visit MissLouChampions.com to sign up for our newsletter and to receive other information, as well as the opportunity to receive some awesome prizes. Thank you, Miss Lou, for your continued support, and as always, have a champion day.
Hey guys, Ronnie Calhoun here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight, and I want to tell you about our awesome partners, Wardo's Po' Boys. Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country. We want to tell you about our champion partner. We want to tell you about our champion partners, including our Hall of Fame partners, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Syra Technologies, Kenny Chesney's Blue Chair Bay Rum, J&J Flooring and Natural Stone, Concordia Bank and Trust, and Go Mart. So go visit all of our champion partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you. Back. Big thank you to Delta Charter, coach and players for coming on and talking a little ball. And now we've got Natchez High in the studio. We've got Coach Steve Davis along with Kyron Johnson and Eric Hutchins. Hutchins. My stutter kicking in. Appreciate you guys coming in this morning, man.
Yes, sir.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Oh man, it feels like it's been too long.
Way too long.
That summer drags out. I'm like, where's football, man? Come on.
Oh, yeah, way too long. I've been looking forward to Friday for so long.
But I messed with Coach Wheeler coming in a while ago. I said, it's finally football. And he goes, it's been football for us.
It never stops.
I said, well, it's finally for us fans. It's finally football. We finally get to see what you guys are, all the hard work that you put in.
Oh, yes.
Joe, you want to get it? We got you guys for about 20 minutes today, so glad to have you here. we'll just kind of talk about the season.
Yeah, kind of same question to ask all the coaches one day to go before the season opener. Do you worry about if you've covered everything? Do you overthink things, and what's your biggest concern?
I think we were talking on the ride over, and I was asking the guys, how do they feel? I'm a little nervous. I'm still trying to play out things in my mind, trying to make sure we've actually practiced everything. We're going to be fairly young, so you want to make sure that you're putting your guys in the right position to win. So, for me, is always making sure, we've actually done this on special teams. We've done this defensively. We've done this on offense. So, my mind is been racing for the last 2 weeks, honestly. It's been nonstop for the last 2 weeks. So
you guys play some big boys, man, and some big schools and stuff. So I mean, it's I don't know, man. It's just tough, dude. I can only imagine trying to get everything together and prepare for that schedule.
oh yeah, well, I mean, for us, I feel like we always have talent. So stepping up to play the so-called big boys, I feel like we can compete with those teams on any Friday night. So we just have to take care of us and play Natchez Bulldogs football, and I feel like we're gonna be okay.
Yeah. Eric, you're kind of a newcomer in the quarterback position. If you kind of just made a point to just the chemistry and all, get to know the guys and work with them?
Yes, sir. Some of the receivers I played with them over at AC, so
Okay.
we got pretty good chemistry. So
Okay.
I think we're gonna be pretty good.
That's awesome. So how you feel about this season?
I'm excited. I ain't never been so ready to play. So
Awesome.
I'm ready to. Can't wait till tomorrow, 7 o'clock.
Well, Kyron, how is it different for you this year?
I feel like I had to step up more because we got a new quarterback coming in. I had to be more vocal because we lost a lot of seniors last year. We lost mostly our whole offense, but coach brought some new players in. I had to get comfortable with them, make sure he comfortable. So, I'm ready.
Good stuff.
Are you guys both seniors?
No,
Nah,
I'm a
he's
junior.
junior.
Junior?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
and you're a senior?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
What position do you play?
Wherever they need me on defense, I'm coming in to play coach. But I play safety, though.
Okay.
And you scored over 100 points first 2 games, and you told me last month, you said, we got to rely on defense this year.
We're gonna be defensive. Well, we lost everything on the offensive side of the ball except for 2 kids. I mean, from the 2 deep roster last year, we lost everything except for the center and guard.
Wow.
So we've got all these new pieces, and it's going to take time to gel. I mean, you can see it during practice, but on Friday nights when you're like game speed and you're trying to get everything going. We're gonna have a few bumps and bruises, but I feel confident once we gel and everything starts to running real fine. Once we can get to going with tempo, because I love to play fast, and this man right here gets comfortable with it because it's actually new to him. We had Caden for like 5 years, so Caden understood the system. He understood what we wanted, and I made it my mission. Once I saw him playing, I was like, I just want this kid to come play ball for me. And so, I didn't recruit, but I talked. I didn't recruit, but I talked. But he's a major talent, glad to have him. So I don't see us scoring 50 the first couple of games, but by the time we hit district, like Coach Sidney Davis said, we're gonna be able to score from anywhere.
I like that. That sounds like Sydney.
Eric, just following up on those thoughts that we just talked about. I mean, that's a lot of replaced players. How do you feel about that coming in and leading this offense with all the pressure on the offense?
We just got to do what we got to do. I mean, we got a lot of young talent on offense, but we've been working the whole summer. So,
do you feel like the offense is gelling? You feel good about where it's at?
Yes, sir. All line,
I mean, we still got some bumps and bruises, like Coach said, but I think we're gonna be good by district.
Yeah. So you're pretty confident
Yeah.
that you can get the job done.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
Got to.
Quarterback's got to be confident, Coach.
Got to be confident. Got to be confident. But as an offensive staff, we feel very good with EJ. So we don't have any doubts whatsoever.
How do you feel about the development of the offense so far, being on the other side of it?
Yeah, like during the spring, they was just getting there, you know, looking around. I was just looking. They were looking like he wasn't there in the spring, but like, yeah, we had another quarterback there. You know, they was getting into it, but now it's way better now. It's way better. I feel like they're gonna be good by district, but I feel like they good right now. I feel like they gonna show up tomorrow. I feel like they gonna put up 50 tomorrow.
I like it.
Go ahead, Steve.
I told Eric when he came in back in June, the defense we have, we're gonna have a lot of bad days during practice. We're gonna have a lot of bad days because and I told the coaches, y'all gonna have to live up to what I see us being. And so we have a lot of guys who can play fast, who can play physical, and when you're young, that defense makes the offense struggle even more.
Yeah.
So, we just have to separate practice from that week and just know going into Friday nights, we're going to be okay. But defensively, I just look out there some days and I'd be like, we can pitch a couple of shutouts. I'm thinking 1988 North Natchez.
Oh, yeah.
That type of defense.
Yeah, that was stout.
You're
like
we stay
7 or 8 guys went on to.
You feel that good about the defense?
I feel that good about the defense, which is going to make us even better on offense.
It's a big statement, Coach. Come on now. We live now.
I'm going to stand by it. I
No
feel
takebacks.
that
We live.
no takebacks. I feel that good about the defense.
I can hear Jarvis Matthews and Steve Sessions, Anthony, all them now.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you guys.
Don't call us, guys. Call Coach.
Talk about your routine on game day. How do you get ready for the game? Go ahead, Eric.
Well, this year is different, but
You like to kind of listen to any music?
listen to music and lock in, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Get on the way.
Okay. Karen?
Yeah, I try to listen to music, stay back, because we got players in the locker room. They like to get lit together, but I like to zone out and all that. Yeah.
Can you kind of tell right off how the game's going to go?
Me,
Right from the start, or?
I thought that I used to, but we could be in pregame and it's just kind of sluggish, and then we come out fast, or we can be pregame and we're hitting on all cylinders and we come out sluggish. So I like to wait for the first series, and then I have some idea as to what's actually going on. But when we go through walkthroughs later on, I think I'm gonna have a pretty good idea as to how things will go from.
Yeah, kind of the frame of mind.
Yes.
Coach, we talked a little bit with Coach Wheeler a while ago about just, Delta Charter's kind of grit and everything. I know you like to play fast. He's talking about running that ball over and over, but I know you like to play fast, and I know you like to play good defense.
Yes.
What is it when people think Natchez High football? What do you want them to think?
Fast, physical, compete to the very end. Disciplined bunch of kids who are going to leave it all on the field each and every Friday night. And I think we've finally gotten there. We've been building this thing slowly but surely. And losing 23 seniors last year, lost 19 seniors the year before, and losing 16 my first year. We haven't had to rebuild. So people know now that when we come to play, we're gonna come to play. And I'm gonna just have to say it again. I think this is the best defensive team I've had since I've been here.
Yeah.
And you've got some college
Yeah.
type guys on defense
Right.
as
Yes.
well.
Oh, we're long. Kyron is a 6'2" safety. All of the linebackers are 6'1", 6'2". They can run. We got a 6'2". We have a 6'1" corner and a 6'3" corner. So we're kind of big up front, right? So we're kind of big up front too. We got a couple of guys about 6'2", 315. We have another guy like about 5'11", 307. So we're finally big up front to match what we have in the back.
You guys have a favorite college or NFL player you like?
Well, I like Caleb Downs. I watch Caleb Downs and Cam Chancellor, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
College for me, probably CJ Bailey, because I see myself playing similar to him because I'm tall, lanky, he tall, lanky. So NFL wise, probably CJ Stroud.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So talk about practice during the summer. Is it different from when you played?
Oh yeah. Well, they probably hate it because we started like 6 a.m. So we want to beat the heat. We get in, we lift in our groups, and we have circuits to where we go from like weights to bags and agilities to cones. Then we hit the track, and then we do 7-on-7 type drills, 1-on-1 drills. So we have a full summer planned out, but we only work three days a week. So we do Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, Wednesday. We up still working on like our passing game, having meetings and stuff for the season with install. So we try to, and my goal was always let's learn everything during the summer, so we don't have to practice as long putting everything in. So I tried to limit practice to about 90 minutes, but with the heat and stuff, you got to have all these breaks, so we end up going just a little bit longer. But when the heat breaks, we're going 90 minutes tempos, style practices, flowing, getting everything going.
And I know you're big this year on finishing strong because y'all started on fire early,
Right?
The last couple of years, and then
finish it strong. Yeah, we're in that regional violence thing. Like it just
it doesn't happen.
it doesn't get easier. We lost Provine and we lost Florence, and we picked up Laurel, who's picked to be one of the top teams in the state. And then you pick up Summerall. But Brookhaven and Florence, who are also still there, they bring everybody back. Brookhaven went 12-2 last year, and they are too deep on offense and defense came back, except for about 3 or 4 kids. Laura is young. They're gonna be big. And South Jones, they were a sophomore heavy team, so. But I look back with those games last year, and we had a chance to win. We just couldn't finish the deal. So, this year we actually plan on finishing the deal.
Yeah. We got time for a couple more questions, and I'll start and I'll let you finish. This is kind of goes for all three. I know Coach is going to give me some coach talk on this one, but who is there a certain team? Is there a certain accomplishment that you really want to do this year? I know everybody wants to win state, but is there like a checklist that you're like, we really want to do this? Or is there a certain team that you're like, we can't wait to try to knock them off?
Really, I just want to be way more disciplined this year because I feel like we be disciplined, we going to go a long way.
Yeah.
Discipline go get you a long way in life. I just want to, first, it was since I've been on this team, we went to the playoffs. We played Gaucher twice, and we lost every time. But I want to make it through the first round of the playoff this year.
That's a fair answer. You ready for the process?
Yeah, I'm ready for
Okay.
Get to district. I want to host a home playoff game this year too. Go out with a bang, make a name for ourselves, make a name for this team. Just get the job done.
Okay, Coach, you wanna?
For me, I want to win district. I want to win district so we can host that game. So we can play at home. And I think those teams that I named, they're the top 3 on my list. Brookhaven, Laurel, South Jones, we have to get by them in order to make that happen. And the crazy part about it, we go to all three this year. So, we got to win on the road. And since I've been here, I think we play better on the road than we do at home.
Yeah.
And so, getting deep into the playoffs, and I think we have the talent that if we stay disciplined and we do the things we know we can do, we can get to Starkville on December 5th.
I like it. I believe in you.
Obviously, I want to win state, but I want to win District 2, make the playoffs, and go undefeated. But we're going to have to take one game at a time to do that. And I'm most ready to play with Cable because everybody been talking about how good they is. They got all these high-rated recruits, and I don't really think that means that. So I'm really ready to play them.
Okay, good. Look, I like putting targets out there going, hey, this is what we're ready. We're here.
If you don't believe it.
Being it right.
That's right. There's no bulletin board material here, but you got to.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. That's right. Joey, you want to?
Well, give us
got one more for us.
Scouting report on Vicksburg, who you open up at home tomorrow.
Vicksburg they're big. Oh my God, they're big up front. They are huge. I think they may average about 330, 340 up front. They have some length on the outside too. I think they have like a couple 60 wide outs. The quarterback coming back, he's a senior. What I see from this team is they're not a physical team though. So if we can come out, be physical, we're going to be okay. Offensively for us, we know we have to run the football. Once we do that, we can let Eric do the things, that he do, picking up blitzes, getting the ball over the middle of the field with our wide out core, which is something we've been working on all week. And special teams, we're going to steal some points off of special teams Friday night.
I like the shirt. You got to explain it.
Oh, crazy work. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what everything we do, people. We've had kids to come and say, Coach, we're gonna play ball for you. And when they get in the weight room and they get to going through everything that we do, pulling the sled, this, that, and the other, these guys will tell you, they're like, man, it's crazy. So, we just say, hey, man, that's what it is, crazy work. So, that's what we do. And some can hang and some can't. Those who stay, they actually reap the benefits.
Man, I tell people all the time, whether it's sports or business or anything, if you want to accomplish big things in the world, you got to be a little crazy. You got to be willing to do what other people aren't willing to do. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. Everybody would be wearing your number right now if it was easy. You earned that, right?
Yes,
sir. So, guys, I appreciate you coming out. We're right here on time, but we appreciate you coming out this morning.
Always
looking forward to your season. Always love following Coach. Always make it exciting. And
we'll make it exciting Friday too.
That's right. Well, we appreciate you guys coming up. Good luck this season. I know you guys will do awesome representing Miss Lou well.
We appreciate it.
And we'll be right back after a quick break. I'm going to get Joey's prediction for LSU and Clemson coming up this Saturday. We'll be right back. Guys, Ronnie and Shannon here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we're here at our amazing partners, Gregg Veterinary Hospital.
Gregg Veterinary Hospital has been providing comprehensive, reliable, cutting-edge veterinary services to pets in the Miss Lou since 2002.
They welcome pets of all shapes and sizes who are in need of emergency treatment or who require routine medical, surgical, and dental care.
Dr. Gregg and his team offer a long list of services, including in-house laboratory diagnostics, digital x-ray, soft tissue, orthopedic surgery, dental care, extractions, laser surgery, laser therapy, preventative health, and wellness plans.
And if you need grooming and boarding services, they do that too.
So call Gregg Vet today.
Hi, it's Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight. If you like what we're doing, be sure to follow, like, share, and even comment on all our content. Also, visit MissLouChampions.com to sign up for our newsletter and to receive other information, as well as the opportunity to receive some awesome prizes. Thank you, Miss Lou, for your continued support, and as always, have a champion day.
We
want to tell you about our champion partners, including our Hall of Fame partners, Greg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Syra Technologies, Kenny Chesney's Blue Chair Bay Rum, J&J Flooring and Natural Stone, Concordia Bank and Trust, and GoMart. So go visit all of our champion partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you.
Hey y'all, it's Ronnie and Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we want to tell you about our awesome partner, J.E. Hicks Distributing Company, also known as Hicks Chicks.
Hicks Chicks is a local, family-owned food distribution company that has been serving the Miss Lou since 1945. You already know they serve all of your favorite restaurants, but did you know that they are also open to the public?
Hicks Chicks has a variety of food products, including delicious heat and eat options like chicken and dumplings, white bean chicken chili, lasagna, and gumbo. They also carry a wide variety of seafood options like shrimp, crabs, tuna steaks, salmon, and catfish.
And don't forget about their delicious burgers that are already pattied up for you, and their amazing dessert options.
So stop by today at 1380 Martin Luther King Jr. Road in Natchez. Hicks Chicks.
Way more than just chicken.
Hey guys, Ronnie Calhoun here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight, and I want to tell you about our awesome partners, Wardo's Po' Boys. Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country. All right, guys, we are back. Joey, that was fun, man.
That was fun.
We were just talking before we came back on air that, man, these young guys are so impressive these days, the way that they just handle media and just I don't know. I'm just impressed by them.
Very impressed.
This is our third year of doing this, and they're just really good at handling. I think they're better than I was.
Oh,
I would have
absolutely.
been able to handle it. So thank you to Delta Charter and thank you to Natchez High, the coaches and players for coming out. I'm excited about both of those seasons. Do we have anything else that we want to add before we get into
One thing I want
LSU talk?
Yeah, and I wanted to mention this, and I meant to say something to Steve about it because he's got a lot of kids on Alcorn. They are playing at Northwestern tonight.
Okay.
It's going to be on ESPN Plus, and
Okay. I'll
so
check that out.
good
What
luck
time
to
is that?
Alcorn, and that is at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And like I said, a lot of former Natchez Bulldogs will be on there, and be a good game for them.
Yeah. Always rooting for Alcorn. They feel like the local team here.
Right. And I'm glad to see him recruiting Natchez.
Yeah, me too. We had a couple coaches and former players on the last couple of years. Maybe we'll do that again.
Yeah, that'd be great.
LSU Clemson, big. It's been the talk's been for all season ever since the last game last year. It turned to Clemson.
Yeah.
What does LSU have to do to come out with a win on Saturday night?
I think they have to score at least 3 touchdowns. I think it's going to be a defensive game. I mean, both defenses are solid, and protect Nussmeier obviously. And I think it'll come down the last couple of minutes.
Man, I hope not. I hope we're killing them by halftime. I don't need any more stress in my life. You see this gray in this beard?
Then you can look those guys up at the Clemson Stadium and get on.
That's right. I can go back with my LSU shirt. That's right. Play on my version of Death Valley, but we got to get the win first.
Exactly.
They may be talking the noise. Who knows? Yeah, I think it's going to come down to a lot of the offensive play calling. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, I think that our offensive coordinator is so key. He's going to have to get creative. I mean, our line has a lot of talent, but not hardly any experience as playing as one. And he's going to have to get more creative than he did last year. Running, I mean, I think we ran about 3 different runs last year, and one of them was like 97% of the run calls. We've got so many wide receivers with speed. We're going to have to use them in the extended run game, whether that's a quick pass out. We're going to have to get them involved and let them work that speed for us.
Right.
So I think that's the biggest key for me. And then the line, I think if we do that, I think the line will play well. If we drop back and we're trying to throw long passes and give him 3-4 seconds in the pocket, I don't think that's a great strategy. We're gonna have to have a run through. So and saying all that, what's your
I'm going
prediction?
24-21 LSU.
24-21 LSU. Man. All right, I'm gonna go 27-17. I'm gonna get crazy at 27-17 LSU.
Okay.
There we go. I'll probably regret that one next week on the show. I have to eat those words, but that's what I'm going to go with. So I'm gonna go into the season confident. I think that we have the talent to do it.
Okay.
Well, anything else before we get out of
That
here?
ain't all about do it. Just good luck to all the teams tomorrow night, and
Yep. Be safe. Good luck. All that
let's
good
hope
stuff.
the heavy rain holds off.
Yeah, yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you as always. We appreciate Delta Charter coaching players coming on. We appreciate Natchez High coaching players. We appreciate all you guys out there that are watching live and will watch later. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate all of our partners who make this possible, including Concordia Sentinel. And just want to say God bless everybody out there. And as always, have a champion day.